Hello, hello. So we are going to, this is Stefanie Raya, and I am an independent designer with Couture. And I have a business where I make really pretty things. And I'm going to attempt to make something today with you. I have a couple of different transfers I want to try. And I think they're really pretty. So we're going to give it a go. So hello, hello. So Couture is a DIY home decor company. We produce chalk paste and surfaces like this wood door tag, which I'm going to use today, and transfers like this, and bigger transfers like this. So we're going to do a little project today where we take some different flowers and we're going to apply it to this door tag and make a pretty project using, I forgot my other transfer, this one. And I'm going to mix spring colors with this. And at the end, if anyone has questions, you can ask away in the chat. So this is our large wood door tag. It is 9 by 12 inches. I am located in Texas, so that is where I operate out of. And I have been with Couture for a while now, almost a year. Let's see. How's that? And then you can see what I'm doing. I am streaming from my laptop because I cannot do this from my phone, which is kind of now I don't really like that, but we're going to give it a try and see how it goes. All right, so we have this nice wood door tag, and I bought some wax today, which I'm going to use a little wax on this. This will be my, want to treat the wax so we don't leave any ghosting on the wood. And that way because this is chalk paint and chalk paste, so that this way we can reuse the surface for another time. And it won't stick or ghost. So I'm just taking some decorative wax that I bought at the store. And I'm just going to apply it to the front of this. All right. You can see some signs behind me of some things that I've made also. So the first thing I'm going to do is I have a couple of different transfers that I want to try. I think the flowers on these are really pretty. And I know you're seeing this backwards, so my apologies. But I love the flowers on this. I also love the flowers on this. And I was thinking that I would do a couple flowers on the side of this and then run the Love Has No Boundaries on top of this. I think that's what I'm going to do. So this is a large transfer. It's like 18 by 18. And I always have my tools with me, so I always have a couple different squeegees, just because I'm going to use different colors. And I'm going to use this really pretty guava color on these flowers. And I actually think I'm going to also use another color. Actually, I'm going to change my mind. I'm going to use these two. Even though I do like this guava, it's really pretty. But I think these roses would look even better with two-tone. So I'm going to use, this is Raspberry Sorbet and Peony. And this is our chalk paste. Oh, this color isn't going to work. Can't use that. Best laid plans. We may end up going with the guava. These two might be pretty. Let's see what this one looks like. Never been opened. So I hope y'all are having a good day. Whoever is watching. Brand new paste. I'm going to just stir this up a little bit. Oh, that's beautiful. That is just perfect. And then we're going to use this really pretty guava. And that is not going to work because this one has not been stirred. Luckily, I have a backup. So, friends, I am using several different colors today. Talking with you. Hope you're doing awesome. I'm going to spread this guava paste on here. You just want to kind of knead it a little bit so it's warm. And that rose is going to be very pretty on there with this two-tone color. All right. All right, so we're going to take this beautiful rose right here. I don't know if you can see that. Probably not. This transfer is so large. Okay, we're going to have this flower just kind of tucking into the side. And we have that scroll on the bottom too. It's going to be beautiful. So it's going to be peeking out from the side here, right here. Once I chalk it, I will show you what it looks like. And I have a water bath over here. It's a tub of water that I use just in case I want to clean a transfer in between. So pick up a little bit of the chalk. We're going to just put it on here. and go around, because I'm going to apply this other deeper color, and we're going to kind of mix them together. Okay, then we're going to pick up this darker color and pull this here. So now we're going to just kind of use the squeegee to pull the chalk paste through. And then I'm going to grab this little scroll design down here with this color. Just kind of anchor the bottom. And then we want to just, make sure that, because remember, I'm only doing that flower. Oh yeah, that's pretty. Can you guys see that? But yet this paste here didn't quite go through. So when you're doing this, you want to kind of take your time and make sure the paste goes through the transfer. So your design is beautiful. All right, that's really pretty. All right, now we're going to turn this guy around, and we're going to use this rose up here. I know you can't see 100% what I'm doing, but before I do that, I'm going to use my heat tool to dry this a little bit. So far, you can see a little bit of that. A very subtle difference in color between those two. I think those would work. No, I like it. I like it. All right, so now we're going to take this guy, and we're going to put this rose here. And I also have a piece of a leaf here. So I have some sage color, and I'm going to overlap this a little bit. So that's why we want to dry our first design so that we don't ruin it when we do the overlay. All right, so I'm going to go back in with this red color, this raspberry color, and I'm going to kind of start at the bottom of the flower here. And then I'm going to grab some of the other, and then we're going to blend them in the middle. We're going to use our finger to blend these together. All right, now I'm going to squeegee the excess off. Okay. Okay. Well done, well done. So we have 2 pretty flowers. And I actually am going to use some of the leaves off the other transfer to add the leaf on here. But so far, I like what is happening. What do y'all think? This transfer is so beautiful. Now what I'm going to do, since this is kind of angled up here at the top, these leaves are beautiful too. I'd love to hear where you're listening from. You want to say hey and tell me what part of the world you're in. That would be awesome. It's my first time going live in a very long time. So, thanks. I'm going to switch this guy around this way. And I'm going to grab this guy. This flower with these leaves. Oh, these leaves are beautiful. I think I'm going to put these leaves on this flower here. Yeah. We're going to get a little crafty. Hi. All right. Yes, that's exactly what I want. I know that you can't see this, but I will show it to you in a second. I'm going to grab, this is called sage. I grab the sage, always with another. I'm going to add that leaf and that stem. This is a really kind of springy, mossy green. It's going to look beautiful with this flower. And then we're going to grab this leaf here. Oh, that looks so pretty. So we're just adding a little detail of the green. And then we need something up here in the corner. So I believe patience is key. The other thing that's cool about these is that they are reusable, and the surface is double-sided. So I can use it. I can use the back of the store tag for another project. So there is a rose on here that has a straight edge, and I love that. So I'm gonna put that one right here, and I'm gonna go full in with this peony color, which just so happens to be like my favorite flower. All right, so we're chalking. Need a little more. Kind of excited to use this transfer. The first time I used it, I made a pillowcase, and it was so fun. And that is with our ink, so that was cool. All right. I love it. Now the only other thing I want to do is add some more green. If you get the product like on you, it's just chalk. So I just keep a water bottle with me and wet my hands, and it comes right off. So I'm not carrying that chalk somewhere else. I'm gonna get it on my project. All right. Pretty. So I think the only other thing it needs is a little bit more green. Actually, I want to give a shout out to another designer, Sarah, who gave me the idea for this. I've watched her videos and she is just uber duper creative. So shout out to her. So let me see, what can I do to add? There's a little stem right there that's going to be so beautiful. So I'm going to pick up this stem right here and I'm going to add it coming off of this flower here and just kind of create a little texture with that green. So I'm keeping the backing on here because and I'm going to move everything over to this side. Because it just makes it easier to work with. This transfer can be a little hairy because it's so large. All right. Let's see. Actually, I think I want to do it this way. So definitely make sure to use your heat tool in between so that you don't, ruin your project. All right. So we're going to grab our green. I wish I had a better view for you guys. As things move forward with this channel, I will have better tools to share with y'all. I'm going to hit this leaf right here too. And then I'm going to give this little stem some love too. Because that looks really, you know what? I see one more flower that I think needs my attention. All right, so I'm just getting some of this excess green off the design. Make sure it went all the way through. And we're going to lift. Oh yeah, that's pretty. So because this little stem right here at the top is needing a flower, I'm going to throw one more flower on here with this really pretty guava. And this has some buds on here. Yes, I said buds. What I'm chalking on is our self-healing mat, and literally you just add water to it and you're good to go. I think I'm going to add this little rosebud on here. I had the one I wanted to use. Yeah, there it is. I think I'm just going to have that one going down. The stem. Excuse me. Yes. All right. I'm happy, I'm happy, I'm happy. Okay. See, I could continue, but I'm really happy with that and the way it looks. Because the green is kind of interspersed. I feel like I need some green right there, so I think I might add a little bit more leaves. And then I may be finished. So we're going to turn it around and some really pretty leaves right here. Oh yes, that's going to be perfect. All right, so we chalked on these a little bit already. I'm going to take my, just a tiny little spritz. Okay, take our last little bit of green. I'm going to hit these leaves. Yes, perfect. It's exactly what I wanted. All right, so we're going to put that aside. Okay. So this transfer is a floral design, obviously, an 18 by 18, and it is very, very versatile. You can use it for so many things. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to layer the Love Knows No Boundary over top of this. And I'm going to do black on here. And I'm going to have it go over the flowers. So the flowers are like a little border. Oh, you want to, so this is pretty warm. So I'm going to just make sure. Yeah, that's pretty dry. Okay, so I'll show you where we are right now. Okay. Give me one of these if you think this is looking good. Oh, see? And I got some little stuff on here. Okay. I must have some red on my hand somewhere. All right. So we're going to box these up so we don't dry them out. Okay. I was going to do some dark red, and I still could do that for something else. But yeah, I think that's going to be okay. So we're grabbing some black. It's pretty thick. I think I'm going to throw a little water in here. This is distilled water in a spray container. This is nice and creamy though. So we want the texture to be something like a little like pudding, kind of, a little bit maybe thicker. So we're going to put the black. Clearly I have red on me somewhere. We're going to move this out of the way. All right. So we're going to take this. This is a B-size transfer. Whoever is sticking with me through all this, I appreciate you. 30 minutes. This is my Zen time. A Zen time of the day. All right, so we have a buzzing cloth over here, and we're going to just make sure that we have a little bit of fuzz on the back of this so it doesn't stick. But we did treat this with the wax, so we should be okay. And I did use this with the red and black already, so that's why you see some of the stain on there. Our stuff is very pigmented. All right, so now to figure out where to put this. Toward the bottom. Yeah. Okay. I want to smooth this down to make sure that it's got contact with our surface. And then we're not going to destroy the design that we've already put down. And then we're going to take our our chalk paste in black. We're going to go over this guy. How are we doing? So far, so good. Pray for me. I'm in a really good mood and was excited to do this project. Ran and got my paste, my wax, so I could do this surface. I've been dying to do it. And so we're going to peel just slowly and make sure that it looks, okay, there's a little that didn't come through right there. So we're going to just kind of give this a little bit more attention, a little bit more paste. I'm kind of liking how it's looking on the flower. It's almost like it's transparent. I'll show you in a second. I think it looks cool. You probably can see some of it. And it did bleed a little bit. So we take our backer sheet and we put this on the backer. And then we'll, actually for this one, because there's so much pigment on here, I'm going to put it right in the water bath over there so it can soak. And that chalk can come off. And then grab. So there is a little bit of cleanup that needs to be done. But it's chalk paint. And the great thing is that You can't. But I could go in here and start going crazy. But I think I might wait. And when this is dry, I can go back in and redo those couple at the bottom. So that's what I have right now. Really happy. You're probably going, man, Stephanie, it needs something like right there. And you are right. So what are we going to do? What are we going to do? So I'm going to try and get the excess off of this large squeegee. This is a large squeegee as opposed to the smaller one. Sticking that in the water bath. I'm going to put this black back here. If you're wondering what this is, again, this is Couture. We make gorgeous surfaces and beautiful pigmented chalk paste that you can use with our design stencils to make really pretty projects. And I love this. All right. So I picked up some flowers. I don't know if those are going to work. But this will probably work. I have a couple different ideas. So again, like I said, I'm going to let I'm going to let this dry, but I have a tool that I can use that will clean that up. But I do want to make sure that this is wood, so I'm going to let this dry. And then I will go back in with some white with this tool. Actually, my OCD is like saying, get in there and fix it. So I'll be able to go in here once this white is dry, and I'll be able to stencil back over those little areas that bled. So we have a little bit more a finished, more clean look. But if you're like me, you want to go in and fix it now. Okay. Here is what I am thinking, friends, is to take this and a tassel and make a door hang. So we have, and we can put this through with some ribbon, which I have behind me. So no, I like that. We can fan that out a little bit. And then we can figure out a way to hot glue this guy on here. So what we end up with is something like that. And can you see? And I put a little bow at the top. So that's today. Thanks for watching. I'll probably spruce this video up later. And you guys have a great day. So Stefanie Raya, Couture.